Welcome back to FTP Speed Shop PodCast, a podcast where we talk about what you talk about in the garage. Because, hey, we're in the garage. I'm your host, Mike Early, and tonight I have Jen and Derek. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Great.
Fantastic.
Yes. It's Friday.
It's Friday. It is Friday. This is I don't know that I've done a Friday podcast, so
Oh, lucky us.
don't have to go to work in the morning.
That's even better.
It'd be nice.
I mean, this did cut into my nap, but
I did not get a
That's a true
nap
story.
this afternoon, so I'm going to be a little cranky
if
probably.
you want to call 10 minutes a nap, that's what I got.
That's power nap. Power nap. So, so obviously you guys are working out of the same garage.
Yes.
So what are you guys working on in the garage?
We live in the same house, too.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Currently live in the
new
same
motor
house?
For the 55 Chevy. It actually got painted this afternoon down at No Coast. Ben sprayed it for me. Started at 2, skipped work.
Did you, what color did you go with?
Chevy orange, single stage. It's been painted that color once before, and actually it looks really good.
Yeah,
Last-
Ben's a big fan of the single stage Chevy orange. And actually it's a custom blend, I think. It's
It
just
is,
a
yeah.
tad brighter, but it looks good. I mean, I prefer black motors, but I'm old fashioned.
It's an old-fashioned Chevy orange.
I don't know.
He
I
just
don't
likes
know.
bigger motors.
Yeah, I mean, they look bigger. I like them to look like big blocks, you know, but I'm on a small block budget.
That's true.
So,
So yes, that actually should, I would think, go in or start going in next week sometime. Maybe have some people over next Saturday and put it in.
so you got your heads all back and everything's put back together then?
Yep.
Good deal. Because I think,
Oh, never mind. Car show next weekend.
Yeah, Salina. KKOA.
KKK?
Whoa.
What?
No, KKOA.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got the Klansman on my mind now. We'll edit that out.
Oh,
I
your
hope
audio just
so.
went silent there for 2 minutes.
Yeah, wow, that's weird. What the hell happened? All right, Jen, what are you working on in the garage?
Well, I haven't been doing much by myself because of my little broken leg accident, but we just finished up putting a new front seal in the 60 Cadillac transmission. That was fun.
That was a great time, yeah.
So you
And
guys-
actually, previous to that, we rebuilt the 390 Cadillac motor that was in her car, so we decided to do 2 at the same time.
Might as well, you know.
Yeah, make
So,
it more stressful.
I think the last podcast you were on, you were tearing, or did you pull the motor out of the Cadillac that day, or maybe you tore it down? I don't remember. So now that motor's all put back together. We're
Yep.
what,
Yep, smooth sailing. Just
6 months
went
later.
together, fired up, drove it down the road.
No issues.
Nothing
Just
no,
like that.
Not that I
Yeah.
remember.
Oh well, that's good. I mean, that very rarely ever happens.
It's like professional.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are good. So that sounds to me like you're lying.
Yep.
Where do you start with that story?
I can't even remember. There's been so many disasters with it, and that's basically my own fault. Just for
It's
I bought some rebuild books and stuff like that, but,
but it's
not
a
knowing a
learning
Cadillac
curve.
motor.
You're not a. I mean, we just do this for fun.
Yeah, we're all.
It's a lot of fun.
Actually, it's one of those moments. It's like, why do we put ourselves through this every
It was
time?
I honestly, I don't know if I can remember all the mistakes I made on that thing. Let's see. It
But
started out
he doesn't
with,
give himself enough credit. I will say that.
I put the motor together. We had Joe at CarQuest do the machine work. I assembled the motor, got it put in there. I'll get a little bit back to that part of it, but let's see. First thing, excited, throw oil in it, gonna prime the oil pump, stick it out. I cut up an old Cadillac distributor to make a primer for that motor.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have one.
Is that primed the same way? Small block Chevy, all that stuff. No? Oh.
I thought so.
All right,
I
sorry.
had it in forward on the drill and just pulled the trigger for about 5 minutes with 0 oil pressure showing the whole time.
Ah,
And I did not feel good about that, but finally put it in reverse and boom, 60 pounds right away. So the distributor sits on the opposite side of the cam than the small block does, so it
so
spins counterclockwise.
Okay, well that doesn't seem like that big of a mistake.
Not a big mistake. So
At least you didn't put the fuel pump on backwards. Or did you?
No, I don't. Not that I know of.
Spike did that on the Chevelle like many moons ago. That's how he got the name Backwards
Actually,
Man.
because of this Cadillac issue, Spike nicknamed me the new Backwards Man. But
Oh,
Oh, he can't.
he
just,
can't. He
can't
can't
pass
just pass
the
that on.
torch.
So.
No, he can't. He can't. Somebody else has to pass that on to you. He can't
Yeah,
just. He
he's
can't
stuck.
do
you
that.
can't just tag your it.
So
Yeah.
this might have been before the oil issue, but no, definitely when I was cranking it. So we're trying to fire it. Would not run. Wouldn't fire. Wouldn't do nothing. Timing all over the place. Think it's dead on. Well, compression test time, right?
Oh boy.
Number one cylinder.
Forgot about
0.
this.
The next cylinder next to it, 0.
Okay. Hold on.
Third and fourth cylinders, 0.
Okay.
Passenger side, I don't remember, 160s or something like that, all the way down.
Okay. So everything's
Half the
So
motor.
half
consistent.
the motor.
It's consistent. Yeah, that's like 50%.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
That's that DOD.
Yeah, I mean, we just
Sitting there, and then what millennials do is they Google on their phone what could happen. Why would half your motor be dumb?
what
you know.
came up when you Google search that?
Not a lot of info on that, but that's got like a solid shaft for the rockers, and they're non-adjustable push or rockers, and just solid push rods, no holes through them, so it feeds oil up through the bolts that hold down the rockers. Well, I got to thinking, I'm like, I think I put that thing in upside down, and looking at the center line of another one I had on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Well, top to bottom, or middle to the top, middle to the bottom is different lengths. So I flipped that thing over and got 160 psi compression on it.
So it's like 3/4 of an inch different or something when you flip it, and it just lifted the.
Maybe 3/8 to a
But it-
quarter inch.
I mean,
difference.
it literally looks.
But were the push
the
rods
same
tight
both
and
ways.
Push
everything?
rods are tight. Like
But it wouldn't open the
it was
valves.
holding them open.
Oh.
So it was losing all the compression.
Gotcha. Did you?
This-
Okay, hold on. Now I'm slightly concerned. Did you hit any valves?
No, did
Okay,
not,
that's
luckily.
good.
So,
This entire process was like a roller coaster.
yeah. What was the next issue? Let's see.
Well, you forgot to mention.
So it
that-
ran. We got it broke in. Two people walked in the garage. I don't remember who it was, Spike and maybe Zach.
Maybe.
So, broke in the cam, 15 minutes, 2,500 RPM, 3,000 back and forth. Didn't overheat. Had a fan blowing in front of it too.
That's impressive.
Got it done. Woo. Like I'm relieved. Well, no, they want to hear it run again. I was gonna let it do a full cool down cycle, start it back up. No, gotta hear it. So fired it up, and it's knocking.
Like,
And I'm like, that is not good because
like bad.
Like hammering,
Yeah. So
Like-
we got it all
like
over.
midget in the bottom of the motor,
Yeah.
like just with a sledgehammer.
So we
Very
get it
scary.
pushed over onto the lift, get it lifted up, like pull the starter, pull the flywheel cover, hoping that maybe one of the bolts wasn't tight and it was going around hitting something in the back of the motor.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely pinpointed to the front of the pan. Well, looking at it, I was like, that's a pretty good dent in that oil pan there.
Oh.
Like 3/4 of an inch in. So that Cadillac is like 300 feet long from the front bumper to the center of the motor, roughly.
300 feet. Yeah. So,
Just,
when you
just
have
a guesstimate.
carry the one around the remainder. Yeah.
You have the engine hoist, and you are going up to the car. Well, the engine hoist cylinder hit the front bumper, and it wouldn't put the motor even close to the motor mounts to be able. So I had to set the motor down.
Mm-hmm.
Then we jockeyed the car over to my ceiling hoist, picked it back up, and plopped it into place where we could.
Yeah. And rolled the car underneath it or
Yep.
whatever.
So setting that motor down on that cross member on the oil pan dented it enough
Just
for
enough.
the rod to make connection with the pan.
But you couldn't hear it when it was at 3,000 or 2,500 RPM.
3,000 or whatever,
It didn't.
2,500.
It didn't clearance itself.
No, surprisingly, it didn't make a hole. Thank goodness. But
Well, that's true. You would have found the.
well, then what do? You take a die grinder on the fresh gold metal flake paint, and you grind off your oil pan, and then you weld a 3/8 nut to it, screw a bolt in, and use a slide hammer to pull the dent.
And you know what?
And
I
everything's
didn't
good.
care.
Still got the nut there just in case this
Yep.
happens
Oh,
again.
I wasn't taking that off.
Just in case this
It's
happens
still
again.
welded there,
Yeah.
so
I did paint that thing in my wheelchair, so it probably was not the best paint job. But it
looks
it
good.
works.
It was. Yeah. It's glittery, shimmery,
Yeah.
flaky.
Yeah.
gold.
It's what that- it's what
flaky
that-
sounds bad, like
Yeah,
the paint's
that's-
peeling off.
Yeah, we don't want that. But it definitely
Clear.
is what the car needed because the rest of the
Yeah.
cars kind of got wow. So this is just kind of like that.
So I guess
It
at
just
this
had to
point,
be.
Jen, what kind of car are we working on? What the hell is this? And give us some backstory on this thing.
It is a 60 Cadillac, what they call a flat top. So the roof is flat, hangs over the back window. The thing is literally windows all the way around. Hard top. So it looks super cool. I don't care what people say about four doors. The thing is super cool when the windows are down.
Four doors are kind of they've made a transition. They like when I was a kid, if it was a four door, you just instantly throw open your mouth and just like like kick rocks at it. It was completely worthless.
Right.
But cars have gotten so expensive that you can't
Well-
have a two door anymore because it's 30 grand to just
Exactly.
get something.
Four doors are affordable, and there's a lot of them out there. So
Yeah, they've come into their own now. I don't even look at four doors and think anything bad about them. I mean, sure, it's not a two door, but I mean, it's
Right.
it's still a pretty cool looking car.
Right.
But that's just because things have gotten so out of control with the prices. Everything's so damn expensive now.
that is true. So basically, yeah, the car, I bought it. It was ugly. I kind of had a little buyer's remorse because it was so ugly. Because the color was just blah. And
It was a lot of money.
it was more money than I'd ever spent on a project, which wasn't a lot to most people, but it ran.
I feel like Derek's looking at me like
It ran and drove.
it might have been a lot.
No, it was like $3,500. I mean,
That's just more than a,
that's just
you've
more
spent.
than anything else I've ever bought, but it ran. So I was like,
And-
okay.
Yeah.
Was that blue?
It was like a tan.
Oh, that was
color.
a tan one.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was just.
sorry. You've had so many
I
clapped
know,
out caddies.
You can't,
Sorry.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track.
I knew I was going to weave that
But
in there somewhere.
should have really had that narrowed down with the one running one.
I can't keep
What do you
track.
mean?
There's all the clapped out ones.
Oh, but the blue
clapped
one
out
runs
running
too.
one. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So the car, it sat there for a while, and then I actually ended up getting COVID, like when it was like new.
You got the good COVID then.
Oh yeah. So like
First strain.
I lost
Me too.
taste and smell, so I wasn't allowed to go to work. I was like, this is boring, but I cannot go to work. They won't let me for 2 weeks. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start sanding my car, fixing some, rusty spots on it.
Mm-hmm.
Had I already flaked the roof at that time? I don't think I did. I did it all that same.
All one.
Because I think it
2 week
became
I
purple
originally
and flaked and everything
I originally
at the same
flaked
time, right?
the roof thinking that was all I was going to do, but then I was like, oh man, that turned out so cool. It was my first metal flake roof. We did some patterns on it, whatever. And then I was like, I have to paint the rest of the car. Like the car is so ugly. So, painted the car,
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. The car just showed up and next time I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like,
bought wheels and tires.
Way different.
yeah, way different.
We made it work for interior. We basically put metal or hog rings holding on our metal or our Mexican blankets. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Mexican blankets
So like
for
they're
the seat
fitted,
covers.
they look really nice,
Yep.
but
And then you
it
got
was
like
seriously like $40 seat covers. Like, it was nothing crazy. I'm not gonna go spend a ton of money.
purple gorilla hair on the dash
Yeah.
or on the back
Yeah.
package
And
And the
tray.
headliner, so it blows in the wind. Yeah, it's sweet. But yeah, that's the story on that car. And then we took it to Dubuque to Torque Fest, and on the way back, she got real tired.
Yeah.
Well, that was the one that the
Our
Cus-
battery hold down.
custom made battery tray.
That was a
Piece
forgotten
of
thing before we left. We were supposed to fix, and we forgot.
Yeah, Derek's really growing up because he's not as meticulous as he once was.
Maybe I bring out the worst in him.
It's
I
way
don't know.
easier not to be perfectionist. Man, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, going from the Monty to
I kind of like junk. I love junk because you don't have to be so scared about it. And if shit breaks, it's like, hey, fix it. But if like something's too nice, then you're like, oh.
Scared to drive it.
Yeah,
it
what
freaks
car?
me out.
Parking lot.
What car have you got more joy out of, the 55 or the Monty?
Definitely the 55.
And you know what?
But I
To be-
love the Monty.
To be quite honest, though, the Monty is awesome and it's gorgeous, and people love it. But people love that 55, and there is nothing literally. It's just 55 Chevy. There's nothing like.
I mean, it was in a movie.
Oh, was
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Stand By Me.
Was it really?
I don't know. It certainly
It sure
looked
looks
like
like
it.
Well,
it.
you know what? I have not seen that movie in so long, but now I'm gonna have to watch it because
I don't remember what the kid's running. He's running around the corner. It's in the middle of the movie, and then in the background, there's Derek's car with snow tires on
we
it.
are totally
Yeah.
watching it.
I sent him a picture of
Yeah.
it.
That's cool. That's a good movie. I just haven't seen it in like
I don't
15
remember.
years.
Yeah, we were watching it for some reason, and maybe it popped up on, hey, check this out. You haven't seen this for a long time, dumbass. And so I clicked on it and watched it. So anyway, back to this Cadillac. So it's painted
Like a matte purple.
matte purple with some gloss flake scallops.
Yep, which was kind of a bench mix. We didn't have enough
Couldn't
purple.
go anywhere to buy paint because
It was
she's super sick.
Yeah, I had
Oh.
COVID, couldn't go anywhere, so just had some white, had a tad bit of purple left over, had some other flake and pearls there, and we just kind of mixed up enough just to get enough to spray those, and it looked
And
cool.
she
I'm
keeps
like,
saying we, but I had nothing to do with this.
well,
She paints.
he was there watching.
I don't like painting.
Just like I watch when he does motor work. Like
Yeah.
he likes more of the mechanical stuff. I wish I knew more about it, but I don't.
I mean, that's a pretty good team there.
I mean,
If you don't like to paint, you can just build them and do all the fabrication. And
I love painting. Someday, my goal is for us to have like an actual separate area, like a shop big enough to have a separate area for painting.
not,
Like
yeah.
this.
Because right
Taj
now,
Mahal.
I mean, metal
Yes,
flake,
thank you.
that shit
Yes.
goes everywhere.
Okay, first of all, there's still purple metal flake from when we did those trikes in here everywhere.
Dude,
It's,
You're welcome.
it doesn't leave.
It's on the vinyl top of the Chevelle because
I see it on our bedroom floor,
Yeah.
bathroom.
He's usually wearing
kitchen.
it.
yeah.
I don't even question if he's been at the strip club.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
like, nah, you were out in the garage.
Oh, you got a good out now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got that. How do you explain that stripper smell though?
What's it smell like?
Good,
Yeah,
good
do
answer.
tell,
good
do tell.
answer. Good answer. Okay, so now we got the Cadillac running.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
have a
so-
dent pulled out of the oil pan.
Right. We're not done with this story.
I've heard basically your exact words when you're like, "Oh boy, it's a story. We'll have to have a couple beers and I'll tell you about it."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I knew there had to be some drama, so I figured might as well do a podcast while we're
I
doing
kind
it.
of talked to you about maybe like recording the startup process on it, and
Good
see
thing
if you
you
want to do a
didn't.
little video or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you would have had a
Hell
would've
of a-
been
stay over a
waiting.
couple weeks.
Guys, can I go? Can I go home? Do I have to stay here the whole time?
So car's running good now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think there'd be any chance that this thing went from no oil pressure to zero compression to rod knock to, hey, this is great, man. This thing goes down the road. Well, then transmission fluid, about a quart a day come out of it. So,
Oh, back up the fan.
man.
It was overheating.
Oh, it was overheating. Luckily, my dad stopped by and gave me some pointers.
Flex fans are
I bought
garbage.
a chrome fan for it because I wanted to get some chrome accessories on it. It was a flex fan. My dad's like, throw that thing in the garbage.
Yeah, that thing
So we
was
put the
poop.
standard clutch fan on there, and
No,
it was
no,
having
really.
overheating issues, and now it's fine again.
We
So,
literally have been putting more of the OEM parts back on.
To get it to work.
Yes, because the aftermarket shit is garbage, and it's probably from China.
Yeah, the old flex fans. I don't know. It seemed like they would work, but the fins just straighten out
they
and
must
they
have
don't
just straightened
move
out.
any
It just wasn't
air.
moving any air. As soon as we put that clutch fan on there,
As soon as you
I was
put the
standing
clutch
by the
fan
door
on,
of that car, and you could feel
I was in the
air.
car, stuck my arm out, hood was off, and I could feel the air.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was part of the reason why Candy was always overheating because it had a flex fan on it.
Candy?
That's how I know what stripper smells like. That's that stripper smell. It's Cam 2 and It's a little bit of oil in the
so
exhaust.
Overheating, I had already forgot about all that.
Ooh, not me.
But yeah, about a quart a day on tranny fluid or every other day, something like
Yeah,
that.
I only drove it to work like 2 days. I'm like, okay, that's enough of
Our
that.
parking stall's completely saturated now.
Yeah, they're
That's
like,
good.
you're leaking. Yeah, I know.
Don't care.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So transmission front seal kit, type in the old interwebs and it's super simple. The YouTube video is like 3 minutes long and never done. So I ordered one, took it apart, dropped the tranny out, freshly painted.
Yeah.
Pulled apart. Don't need to get in details because I just failed. But anyways, put the transmission back in.
Defeat.
And I'm letting the thing warm up. Put 2 gallons of tranny fluid in it. Supposed to let it run for a minute and a half according to the book. Put the last 3 quarts in. Well, it's like, man, it's a weird sound coming from underneath that car. So I peek under there and all 8 quarts
Oh no.
on the ground
Murder scene.
in a matter of 5 minutes.
Oh no, that's bad because
Yeah.
8 quarts of fluid on the ground is like a
I mean, it's still-
75 by
It was
195
crazy.
area.
Luckily,
Yeah.
I have a rock alley, so most of it just went to the rock and didn't saturate the
EPA
earth.
will love that.
Yeah.
It just, it's just pooled up there, and I mopped it all up, and everything's fine.
Yeah, the old. Have you guys seen the old way to dispose of your oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you dig a hole in the ground, fill it up with rocks,
awesome.
dump it in there. By the time you need to change your oil again, it'll be absorbed into the earth.
Yeah. I believe they
Yeah.
call that a French drain.
We should go back.
Yeah,
sometime.
I guess maybe. Yeah, it seems like the good old days.
So then I pulled the transmission out again. Look, see, here's the deal. It's like I'm good at screwing up, so I had ordered a seal kit off of eBay, but I also emailed this old man that sells these kits like for $32. Well, the eBay one was $110, but it came with more gaskets. So went ahead and bought the eBay one. Wanted to get it on its way so we can get it fixed, so we can take it down to KKOA next weekend. You like that?
No, he.
I just,
So then the old man emails me back, says, "Do you still need this kit?" And I said, "Absolutely." For some reason, I feel like I'm going to need another kit. So luckily, that kit had showed up the day prior, so I pulled the transmission back out.
In 32 minutes.
Yeah, I did time myself.
that's how you know you're
He's getting good.
you're in and out way
Yeah.
too much on that because
Ooh.
when you can start timing yourself and you're like, I'm gonna set a new
Yeah,
PR.
I was like, because unfortunately, on my 55, when I did the motor or the full rebuild a couple years ago, front pump was bad on that thing too. Used tranny, so I had to pull that thing out, and that was 45 minutes. So I at least set a personal goal. Every car I build, I pull the tranny out as soon as I put it in. Like, I don't know why. It's just something I like.
Oh, boy.
It's
Either way, so then
You're getting really good at it.
and maybe we should. Well, we can't really call you the tranny gobbler because
Ooh, Zach's got that
Yeah.
name.
yeah.
maybe you're the tranny swapper.
Ooh. To be quite
Tranny
honest with
yanker.
you, the
Tranny
tranny,
Oh, I don't
yanker.
like that.
tranny in general, just
I don't like that.
Tranny tugger? I don't know.
we just kind of got to eliminate tranny. I think
Yeah.
it's no longer
So the
transmission.
transmission comes out. The new seal goes in. Everything. I read some long books about how to do it. I got it set up perfect. Got it back in, and it shifts correctly. Everything's good to go. Car's dead. Don't need to
Test drove
ever
it
work
last
on
night.
again.
So that's successful.
Successful.
And when
No
did this
drifts.
happen?
This week.
This week?
I mean, we got done yesterday. Putting
Who
it.
put it in yesterday?
Oh, not yesterday. The day before. Sorry.
So Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. got
Wednesday. It was
done.
all buttoned up again
We're
for
a
the
week
third
and a half
time.
ahead of schedule.
It's pretty good.
We got
Yeah,
time
you
to fuck
usually
shit
are.
up again
Yeah.
and redo it
No,
before next
no,
weekend.
no, no. That's why I built this table out of wood, so you guys can knock on it, because that shit ain't gonna happen. Derek's gonna push it out of the garage and right where that tranny fluid's at, and then light that tranny fluid on fire.
No, I mopped that up. Remember
Oh
my
yeah,
story?
yeah. Sorry, yeah. That mop bucket, he's
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah.
push it over.
spill it
the-
again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's it. That's all the problems. That doesn't seem that bad.
That wasn't that bad. It just took 2 months.
It was one thing after another. It was really, I mean, it'll get
Really
you down.
disappointing.
Oh, it's very.
It's like that moment of defeat, like
Mm-hmm.
the first tranny like leak, where all 8 quarts just all over the floor.
She was inside.
I was
you know,
inside making supper, which is rare. Okay,
What'd you guys have?
I don't remember.
Oh, what was
Oh,
that? Ramen
homemade
noodles?
No, homemade chicken Alfredo.
Oh, that's right.
I was gonna guess
At any
pasta.
rate-
It was really good.
I go out there to tell him that it's done, and I open the garage door and I go, "Hey, supper's." And my mouth just dropped. I'm like, what is happening? I mean, giant red puddle as big as this table, and I'm like,
Twice as long.
I
was gonna say, it definitely was bigger
I don't
than
even
this
know what to
table.
say now. You know.
You
Yeah.
dump one quart on the ground and it turns into a puddle this
I mean,
big.
it's really pretty when it's fresh, but
Yeah, it's nice
it's
color.
unnecessary.
So luckily Spike lives a block and a half away, and he's got to be pretty upset about that, to be honest, because I don't know how many cars he's helped us push around
I
that are
look,
either dead
I look for him to move soon.
or something. I don't know. We need a forklift.
Yeah, you got to get yourself a Bobcat or something.
Even better.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I had a similar, not quite that bad, all 8 quarts, but similar when I first started the Chevelle with the 283 in it, like, early 2000s. Didn't have, got it in, so excited. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
let's start it. We got to start it. Let's start it. Didn't have the tranny cooler lines on. Just had it.
right,
I think I
yeah.
had some hard lines just stubbed off of there, dumped them in, didn't even think about it. Wasn't even a thought in my head because it was like, oh, got the carburetor on, got the fuel lines hooked up, ready to go, and crank it over, and shit'll have a little bit of pressure.
Yes.
It'll pump that pan dry pretty fast, and you'll have a similar situation on the ground where it looks like a murder scene.
Yep.
So I've definitely been there and done that.
I'm not gonna lie, we don't even get excited anymore when we're gonna start something or drive it. I mean,
Not until like the 4th time you're gonna start it.
Yeah.
Now we can start
We
getting
need to
excited.
quit telling people that,
Yeah.
hey, it's working.
like I
everything's
usually
good.
update my dad, like, yeah, we finally got it, and then it's like 20 minutes later, JK.
Yeah, just kid, don't come over.
I was
Yeah,
totally kidding. I made that up.
turn around because it's
Yeah,
not good.
not good.
So anyway, you're in a trannies.
Oh,
No, I
man.
don't think I would say it that way.
I mean, if you
You're into
admitted
work.
it, we'd probably get a lot of views on here.
Yeah, you're into pulling trannies multiple times
I like installing engines with transmissions behind them
that have problems.
that have issues, and then pulling them out and putting it back in. Maybe once
Is
more
it-
out, maybe once more in.
Do you put the engine transmission together, slide the whole kit and caboodle in?
Yes.
That's the way I like to do it. I really despise having to pull the transmission from under the car. Granted, you have a lift, so it makes it a little easier.
Granted,
but
when
Yes.
it's leaking, though, you have to do it 3 times, and you're still
Well, the
pulling it.
58, I did that motor, and I pulled that trans because I screwed something up in the motor. So I put the trans back in to pull the pan off the motor.
oh, because you needed to hold the rear of the motor up?
Yeah,
We have a lot of fun.
it is a lot of fun.
So
actually.
I guess I would say what Derek does is he likes to, I guess how would
I
you
like to
describe?
learn.
He does like to learn.
No, you like to buy cars that are nice enough to get back on the road and kind of look like a survivor car. But they're nice enough that they don't need the full restoration. They just need little bits and pieces here, and then they look really cool because they're like original paint cars
Absolutely.
or
Yep.
painted, in the 80s or 70s or something like that. Like that 58 you were just talking about was super cool car.
Yeah.
Teal and white or
Yep,
what, green and white.
Rust-free. The 348, it ran, but super low compression, so pulled that out, rebuilt it completely, had the transmission gone through, and put that back in and drove it around for a little bit. And Clint ended up test driving it basically on the Kingsman cruise last year. And
Fell in love.
him and his dad really fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So they both split the cost of the car. And
Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was a birthday cruise, which we did not plan this, but we're wearing the same shirt.
Normally I would be, but I kind of figured Derek would put it on, so.
Yeah, I just figured I probably couldn't wear the I Heart Bondo shirt another time. People would think I recorded all of them the same day.
All you gotta do is change your hat, bud.
I only have like
never even thought about that.
5 of the same hats.
Well, I mean, not everybody can be a weirdo like me and have a whole door hanger full of them.
Speaking of hats, this episode is sponsored by FTP Speed Shop.
.com.
Go there and pick up some merch, help support the channel, get some of your favorite gear, and yeah, it helps us grow, and we appreciate everybody's support. That being said, on to the podcast. FTP Speed Shop.
On the podcast.com.
Thank you. She was really dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My face got really red. Actually, my arms, I feel like I'm maybe having a reaction.
To
To
alcohol?
podcasting.
Oh, she's allergic to the podcast.
Mhm.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, weird. First timer.
So, you guys are like kind of like a bit of a match made in heaven there because you both like to buy older survivor type cars. Jen is NEcaddyqueen, I believe, and I think she should put clapped out Cadillac Queen in between there, but no.
Well, then it wouldn't be as cool.
Yeah, it's more of a mouthful. So,
Yeah.
how many Cadillacs do you have?
Whew. I think
She knows.
She
14
knows.
or 15. Honestly, I keep a list because I can't remember.
You got like a spreadsheet.
And I have sold 2 of them. They were both
Two
newer.
Cadillacs?
Yeah, I sold
yeah,
my
you did.
2011 CTS I had.
I keep getting confused. About
And then I bought a 2013 ATS, and I sold that. I wish
Like
I still
recently?
had both.
that. Last year.
Well, like the one I sold when I still had my house
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I needed a pickup again. I was like, this not having a 4-wheel drive is not cutting it for me. Like it was one of those 2-door coupes, and I'm like, I can't fit nothing in here. I grew up on a farm. I like having a pickup. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
I like to
what are you
haul
gonna-
stuff.
How are you gonna haul your Cadillac parts
And
around?
how am I supposed to buy
Yeah.
mid-century furniture and haul it myself if I have a 2-door Cadillac? So,
Roof rack.
so I sold that actually to my uncle. So, it's still kind of in the family.
I guess you can buy it back when he is done with it.
Yeah. And,
like,
Just kidding.
and the other one I sold like, I don't know, 7 months after I bought it. We actually went to Arkansas to get it. I loved it because the interior's red. I still love it. I wish I could have it, but I can't have a payment on that and my pickup. Because then it cut into buying.
Clapped out Cadillacs.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally having withdrawals from me.
it's like, oh, it hasn't been
Serious.
2 weeks.
2 weeks and I
Yeah.
haven't bought another Cadillac. Oh my god.
Exactly. It was exactly like that. I was like, Derek, I think I have to sell this. I just don't have any money. And then I sell it, and then do I save money?
Nope.
Nope.
Car parts.
I'm like sending shit on Marketplace or whatever, auction sites. Do you know a lot of women that are like kind of nutty
That have
on
buying
like,
problems and spend a lot of money
I
on
mean, like,
stupid
literally
cool
have
stuff,
several
I mean.
auction. I have several like auction and equipment logins because I have a problem. Like I have like,
Well, this is the first step.
Oh my
Just
god, I've been
admitting
talking
it.
about it.
Admitting you have a problem.
yeah, I
know.
do have a problem. I actually realized that this week, and I think I've got to make a change.
You need a bigger garage.
See, the garage
Well, that
isn't big
too,
enough.
but
How can we make this change but still continue everything 100% the same?
well,
I
I
think
probably
that's a
just
question
I
of
probably
life.
just need to either get a better paying job or get a second job. But Derek really doesn't want me to get a second job.
Early construction is hiring.
Are they?
Yes.
I mean, I can do.
Oh wait,
I can do.
not the same payroll.
Yeah.
I can do manual.
That's not gonna
labor.
work.
Mexican labor, so you're good at roofing?
No.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Yeah. So that's enough about me.
All right, well, guys, that's going to be a wrap for the podcast.
Yeah, you just sit there
No,
now.
it's not.
Yeah.
So, I guess prior to my leg injury, I was, we had just put air ride on my 66 Cadillac.
So, yeah, you have another Cadillac that is
It's a running and driving
Kind-
2-door.
kind of pimped out. It's
Yeah.
You flake the roof.
Well, I
and it all-
did, but that whole car is going to get changed to a different color because while I was in a wheelchair for over a month, I got to thinking, hey, you know what? I actually don't even like blue.
It's like a baby blue, powder
yeah,
blue.
It's disgusting, but it wasn't gonna be. Well, it
You
wasn't
sure
gonna,
did spend a lot of money and time flaking it and painting it
I
and
didn't
doing all
spend
that.
a lot of money though, and I actually was gonna repaint
Did
the whole
Derek
car
have clear
anyway.
coat laying around?
Yeah,
I did, yeah.
I'm still using his old clear coat.
I could use some clear coat if you got any
Okay.
more.
So I was coordinating the roof because I'm a cheap ass. I was coordinating the roof colors with the body because I wasn't gonna paint the body. But then I got to thinking, oh, I should just do the whole body too, you know, whatever. Because I have a problem with that too. I can't just stop.
I'm feeling a maroon.
Well,
That would look good.
How
You
close
know-
am I? That was just a guess. That's what just came up.
Oh, it's in
there
the
are
family.
some really nice ones out there, and it is in the red color family. However, it's going different pinks,
Ooh. So you're gonna have the purple and gold, and then
like maybe
Pink
some pink and black flake
pink
on
and
the
rose
roof.
gold,
It's gonna be
like my old phone case.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you don't have that girly case anymore.
Yeah, I had.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, people couldn't hear me talk anymore. I got too much shit in the microphone or whatever.
Oh.
So it's still my backup phone,
Okay.
but now I'm on my backup phone.
So, yeah. Anyway, my leg's almost healed. I've been walking, so as soon as this motor's put together and I don't have to worry about dust affecting open engines,
Word on the street, it's put together and painted.
it is.
It is.
But it.
I think she means buttoned up in the car.
Yeah, it needs to be all together. We
Couple
don't want
couple tranny swaps, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be driving that
to.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
That one I did not pull the motor in
It
tranny,
needs
so the tranny is
to-
still in the car.
Oh, so maybe it's not jinxed.
It actually needs to be backed out on its own power because we can't keep pushing them in and out.
Yeah.
So once we can move them in and out of the shop, I will start sanding the 66 down and fix a couple little rust spots that are starting. It's not really a rusty car.
It didn't look too bad. It looked
It's
like a pretty
solid.
wholesome
Came
little
out of
car.
Central City, sitting in the garage for 30
40 years or
40
something.
years.
It's not bad.
It's
What year is
paint
that?
job.
66?
66.
Yeah.
Coupe de Ville.
Airbagged it this
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, and
And I haven't even got to really drive it yet.
did you have plastic over the?
Windows.
Yeah, because I got to adjust they're electric windows. Caddy was known for that. And I hate electric windows on old stuff because they just don't work right. But I need to adjust them somehow.
Because they're not
there's-
sealing all
there's
the
a
way
gap,
or whatever.
and since-
Gotcha.
Yeah, we don't
Since
have
our-
enough garage room to keep it
Yeah,
out. in the
since we
weather,
don't have
so-
enough garage room, it got sent outside, so I just put some crash wrap on it to keep the rain out.
That's okay. Because yeah, when I was over there a couple weeks ago,
Yeah, it's looking extra ghetto in the driveway.
I was like, why? I wonder. I'm assuming the window or something was wrong with it.
Yeah,
But
just needs adjusted
Yeah.
somehow.
you just need to park it in the garage. What we need to do is lift your front garage,
Yes.
so that you can
Bingo.
figure out how to
Two more
put
of my cars in there.
put like a triple stack lift in there.
Ooh,
That would be
like
badass.
Carvana.
Yeah,
Dude, it would be like Carvana, but it'd have to be for old cars.
Yeah.
that's fine. It doesn't
They
matter.
all need a oil drip pan too because
he's
I don't
got
think-
he's got tranny issues.
They do all leak. Oh well.
I don't think that you can by law have a car that doesn't leak.
well, you may be true.
I think it's a law somewhere written in stone. If you touch it, you make it leak. If I touch it, I make it leak.
Whoa.
You still talking about cars here or
Yeah, anything. Anything.
oh boy. These are nice koozies.
Yes, don't forget to check out FTP Speed Shop.
That's nice. .com.
There we go. Pick yourself up a
I'm a little
koozie.
slow, you know.
You didn't leave me hanging there, so that's good. So you've got a garage. You got what? How big is yours? 36 by 30.
You're
in your
right.
back garage?
Yes, it is. 36 by 30.
We've talked about this quite a bit. And
10'6" ceilings. I do have a hoist in there, 2 posts, but you get to see about, I don't know, 6'6" clearance. So totally better than working on your back on a crane.
Definitely better than working on your back, but for me, it's I got to kind of walk like with a hunch or
Right.
squat a little bit. But yeah, and you've got that thing. You've got parts and tools, and
It's full.
it's full.
My
and-
back storage unit is full on the driveway.
I was getting to your back storage unit, but you beat me to it there.
Okay.
But you've been starting to organize and get stuff put together. You got
Yeah, actually spent some time, like a week and a half. Got a new toolbox for our 1-year anniversary she had bought me, so
Surprise.
got that put into place and just kind of been organizing, hanging more cabinets and
getting stuff kind of put away. Are
Yep.
you getting rid of anything, unloading anything, or just kind of
Never.
finding a hole for a new spot for
I
it?
have actually thought about unloading a few things, but gosh, it's just hard to part with them because never know what you need.
Never know. Never know when you're going to need 37 Monte Carlo driver's side
Right.
windows.
Dude, seriously though,
Yeah.
I reorganized
I would
those.
sell those.
I reorganized
problem
his
with
Monte
that.
Carlo side windows along the little
The shed?
garden shed.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to clean all the weeds and mow
Garden
and
shed
all
with car
that.
parts in it.
Hey,
There's a
and,
lawnmower in there.
and congratulations on having your lawnmower fixed.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, my
it's been a
lawnmower
while. Yeah,
is completely fixed almost.
Yeah, I seen the
I can mow now.
self-propelled lawnmower was just out there working.
Yep, dishwasher.
He has at
Laundry
least
machine.
10 cars worth of windows.
I think there's more than
Just
that.
like-
There's
up
definitely
there.
more than that.
Well, I said at least.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
true. You
I
left
covered-
it. You left it open.
Yeah.
Back in 2008, when the market crashed here in Lincoln for the housing, I was buying Monte Carlos from anywhere from $100 to $250, and I was
Wow.
parting them out and making more money than I was plumbing at the time.
Really?
So I parted a lot of stuff out on eBay and Craigslist, maybe. But
Yeah, Craigslist is kind of dead now.
yeah,
Dude, that's where
it's
I found
definitely
my
done.
66 Caddy, though. I mean, sometimes
Yeah, I
You
always
just gotta
check it
still
out
be-
every once in a while.
you still
but
got to
it's-
dig.
Yeah.
It's not much
I
there.
actually just started looking at Facebook Marketplace like within the last 2 years.
It's
that
gotten.
was a
It's
huge
gotten
mistake.
it's gotten worse.
It's way worse.
It's so full of like out of state crap,
Mm-hmm.
and like even though you put your distance, it's
don't
like
matter.
oh no fucks given.
yeah,
It
it's
just
like
shows
here's
you
here's
everything.
3 of them that are in your area. Now here's 9 million
Yeah.
that
That
are in you
Yeah.
know,
You get excited about the one that you
Canada.
can afford that's in Alberta.
yeah. And I don't know where that's
Maybe
at
they
for sure, but
assume
it sounds
because we're in
far
the middle
away.
of the map that everything's
Canada.
close to us. I don't know.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
I guess.
You mean on the flat Earth?
Okay. Yeah,
Just
let's,
kidding.
Let's not get into that now.
Wait a minute, we got a flat earther.
Nope.
Oh. Well, she didn't say no.
No.
We figured it out.
What I'm saying is, I don't think
It was
it's
just
flat.
a joke.
Yeah, I wanted to. I knew everybody was going to be here for this little soiree, so I was going to take my side light off and get one of those on-air
That'd be
things
great.
and mount it up there and just turn the light switch on, so
There you
they'd be
go.
like, "Stay the fuck out of here." Jackson, quit revving up your moped right out the door. He got a new moped and now he can do burnouts.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's over there like freaking.
So this one's on the side burner now.
It's getting there. It's
Dude,
We need to paint
I
some more
need
parts.
something like that made to look like a chopper, since apparently I can't ride one.
so no.
Yeah.
we're gonna just stick to
Yeah.
caddies.
Yeah.
Well,
4 wheels.
I mean, yeah.
No
I guess.
4-wheelers, just 4 wheels.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Golf carts is as far as I'm gonna let you go.
Well, I do
Oh,
have one of those
yes.
actually. We need to fix the tire.
Okay, first of all, with golf carts, have you seen where you can get the fiberglass bodies for it, so it looks like a 57 Chevy
Yeah.
or a Mustang? I'm sure they probably have a Cadillac one.
I'm sure,
sure they
probably
do.
You get some big fins back there.
Honestly, I would probably have enough parts cars I could just make my own.
That's true, yeah.
But the weight. I'd weigh that sucker down. I don't know if it could pull itself.
Sure, you got motors. You can do something.
That's true.
I feel like you could mount a motor sideways back there where the golf clubs usually go, and just do a chain around the flywheel or flex plate, just direct drive.
Yeah.
Dude,
or
that would
something.
be some redneck shit.
I feel like that's not that redneck. I feel like that's pretty ingenious.
Let's do it.
You need another project, Derek?
Yeah, yes. I was just, what are
You're
we
looking.
gonna do
You're
in
looking
life?
very tired nowadays.
Right. Getting older.
Yeah, it must really suck to be married to somebody that has a car addiction just as bad as you.
No, it doesn't suck at all, actually. It's pretty awesome. 'Cause
How
I don't get
you don't get
You
your
don't get in
no
trouble?
complaints.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm actually probably bad because I encourage it.
Let's see, was that last year or the year before? She was tired of walking around, which I don't blame her at the
so
swap
she
meet.
she broke her leg.
Yeah, that's exactly why I broke it.
And there was one aisle I didn't go down to at the Wahoo swap meet. And so I was like, just stay here. We had a bunch of stuff carrying around, so tired of lugging it all. After, I don't know, I was down there for like 15 minutes down the one aisle. I went back, I was like, hey, we got to, come back here. I just bought a car, so. I got to do some paperwork
I was
quick
actually
on it.
disappointed I wasn't there for the moment.
Yeah, maybe I should just follow you guys around. I feel like we could make like some sort of a TV show.
Oh, it would be awesome.
Could do something, yeah. Need to go on one of the adventures where we go and pick up a car.
We should probably actually get more money first, because now we're like out.
Yeah.
But it was good there for a while. It was like, boom, we were finding shit like weekly.
Surgeries and stuff like that.
Oh,
just
yeah,
Yeah.
hospital
taking
bills.
up the funds.
Because Derek has
hospital
his surgery soon.
I thought you were going to have that already, but I guess not.
Oh, like
bills.
2 years ago.
Actually, it was going to be August 11th, which we're past, but since the birthday cruise is August.
You said
No,
July.
no, July 11th.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, we're not.
Was that when the surgery was?
Did we go
August.
into the future?
I'm not sure what happened. It was going to be August 11th.
And you wanted to wait till
I wanted
after
to wait
birthday
till
cruise.
I could enjoy my 40th birthday.
Oh, boy, that's going to be
Old
the
balls.
18th?
18th, yes. The cruise is on the 20th. Surgery's on the 22nd.
That's lame.
Yeah. But I get 2 weeks off of work, maybe.
Maybe. You do.
Maybe.
He's such a company guy.
Yeah, but you're going to get stir crazy.
Yeah, probably.
But you got stuff to do in the garage, but you probably won't be very mobile.
I would definitely not take off of work. If I couldn't work, I would not be working in the garage.
Oh, yeah, whoops.
After I just said I had COVID and painted my car. That's how
Well,
we roll.
they made you stay home.
See,
Oh,
first of
that's
all,
true. They made
you're not sick with COVID at all, but if you have one thing, they were making you take 14 days off when COVID first happened. You had to take 2 weeks off.
I know, it was so dumb.
Whether you
I mean, it
were-
worked out great. But
Yeah, it was stupid. I took
Yeah.
a little over a week off, I think, 10 days.
Yeah, I'm just...
3 of them were shitty, and the rest of the time it was like,
I mean, honestly, I wish I would have got 2 or 3 vaccinations so I could get it again, because
Hey,
seems to be what happens. I
Yeah,
would
it's-
kind of like to paint another car, and not have to go to work for 2 weeks. But
did you get paid for that? Did they
at that time,
It was
yeah, because
early
it was
enough that
like
you got
boom,
paid.
it was like right away when this shit was coming out.
Yeah, because we got it on over the
Remember
4th
how
of
you
July.
realized you could smell again?
This guy,
Yeah.
yeah, if you catch his drift, I did.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I was vacuuming and I smelled this horrendous fart.
Okay, good. I was wondering what the
And
smell
he
was.
goes, "Hey, you can smell again!" And I'm like,
It's a
"Holy
miracle!"
I'm like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit!" I didn't even realize that. I was so focused on how bad it smelled. I was mad, but then I was like, "I'm not even mad."
Hey, I'm back to
Healed.
normal.
Yeah, I was like, "I
Jesus.
can go back to work. I can go back and smell paint fumes for days. Maybe the farts won't be so bad."
Get your. That's what happened. Is you took 2 weeks off. Your nostrils healed
Right?
Oh,
from
paint fumes, yeah.
smelling all the paint
Could
fumes and
be.
lacquer thinner,
Could
and
be.
so yeah, you could actually smell again.
Yeah, that could.
I don't
be.
think it was the COVID. I think it was the paint fumes.
Ooh, don't tell them that.
It's
I did have a test though to prove it.
It was paint fumes.
Yeah. No. So tell us about this little guy. Look at that little guy.
That is in case you decide you want to smoke anything
Cigarettes mainly.
or cigars or whatever.
Yep.
And so I just keep a couple pistons on the table.
thought we
that's
would've
a
had
really
some,
great idea. Like I don't smoke, but I feel like I should take it up maybe.
Yeah, I mean if you
Yeah.
want
Why not?
if you want to try it, we could probably find a cigarette or something. You can give it a whirl. You guys have anything you want to plug or let the world know about?
We got our Kingsman cruise. This will be our 3rd one. September 17th. It's going to start at Bob's house, which is corner of Highway 77 North and Waverly Road, right next to Restore Muscle Car. So we starting there, doing a cruise down to 2 north bars. Kind of got it narrowed down, but not 100% sure. End up back at Bob's where I believe we're going to do a live band, auction, and just maybe some bonfire, stuff like that.
Very cool. Yeah, last year, I bought that trike or that scooter.
Oh, okay,
I mean, And I think I got the "You look like I need a drink" sign.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And
Kevin
then-
Webbles.
Kevin Webble's thing.
Yeah, that's good.
I love me
How about
some
the,
auction.
Piston.
This
We
year,
made that
pretty
in
cool.
Tennessee. We
This
tried to mimic the gambler thing when we went down
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
That was when we got COVID. We
Oh.
made that, and then we came back here with COVID, and that was one of the things I finished up with COVID, along
Cool.
with the
I like it.
Prelude
That's awesome.
wire harness for the engine part or whatever. So, 2020, 4th of July, COVID.
yeah, that was the year that I got it. It was November though when I got it.
So we beat you to the punch.
Yeah, darn.
We actually got ours in Georgia, and we shipped it here. So we probably started the super spreader event.
Oh,
You know, hey boy, tough crowd. Hey.
What do you know?
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna flake a panel for the auction this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You guys want to do the trike party again?
You got some more to paint?
Ooh.
I got a lot more trikes.
Are you
Really?
serious? What'd you do? Buy Amazon out?
No, I bought a crazy lady.
Here's some pissed off 2-year-olds running around
Yeah.
this neighborhood.
No, actually, the cool trike that I'm not going to get rid of is outside, and it's got like, it's an old
Art
trike.
Deco.
I don't know what that
Dude, does
means
it have
for
like
sure.
the fenders and stuff?
But well, you can look at it, but it's definitely not like a standard, just like stamped metal or whatever.
Yeah.
It's stamped, but it's got more detail. It's like the Cadillac.
Yeah, you don't want some bratty kid getting it.
No, hell no. I want to just. Hey, what are you doing there?
I lower everything.
It's all about the stance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to get your wheels sticking out like that with the
I heard
stretch
Station
tires.
Beep again.
Ah, son of a bitch!
No, they're still green.
No, they got to go to red.
Oh yeah.
I heard that too. But yeah, do you guys want to do another trike painting party?
Sure.
I think we should definitely.
I actually have some cool colored flake.
She buys flake for fun now.
I do because honestly, Paint
on
Huffer's website or Instagram page, whatever, they have sometimes a $10 flake sale.
Ooh, that sounds
Why
good.
wouldn't I buy a jar for $10?
How much flake is that enough to do? Like,
Oh, well, I overdo it.
Yeah.
I like to just go, and the whole flake, like,
I've sprayed flake once, and it was on the trike painting
but
party
I don't
last
need
year.
to use that much.
Um,
I just overdo
And
it.
apparently,
barrier.
if you don't, like all
Shake
the
it
metal
in
flake
between.
will like run down and just plug up the needle
Yep.
Fast.
on it. So you got to constantly shake it while you're painting
Yeah,
it.
you gotta
and if-
shake it. The gun. If you had a gun.
One down.
Yeah, shit. Hey, I'm trying to get you more views, bud.
Is that what it takes?
I have no idea. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Like everybody keeps just start
I almost wish this was live.
clipping that. Hold on, I can do that.
No, you don't.
No, I just think it'd be funny to see the comments. Derek's embarrassed.
They'd be like, chirp, chirp, chirp.
Derp, derp, derp.
I'm not embarrassed.
We're live.
We're going live.
Do you want to?
How many people are watching? No, we
Nobody,
better
because
not.
it's not
We better
live.
3.
3. Uno, dos, tres.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for a guy like me. We got 3 people watching.
not. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We got her going.
Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, and visit FTP Speed Shop.
.com. I was there for it. We really harmonized there. Maybe we should do some.
That was nice. I'm kind of thinking we should be the live band for Kingsman Creek.
Yeah, hey,
Hey, we could hire you guys.
I mean,
That'd be
yeah, I
great.
need money. So
You could sing.
I'm pretty good at
Have to get you one drink.
David Allen Co. X-rated album.
yes, let's do it. Could you imagine the whole place just scatters except the bikers?
There's cum stains on the pillow.
I have a feeling this is all going to be edited out. This is going to be like a 15-minute podcast.
It's gonna be the shortest podcast ever. Normally, I'm like,
this
oh,
is like, it goes up to an hour, 20
You know
minutes,
what?
hour
I've
30.
actually been really good at not swearing, but I've been a pervert. So, I mean, it's one or the other.
I mean, could we get you cussing again? Jeez.
Yeah. Really make it awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird hand motions you're doing. I'm not sure what those mean.
Never seen him, huh?
Not from
Blind
that.
people are going to be so mad they can't see it.
Not from that perspective.
Blind guys are going to be so mad.
Yeah, they're like, what? How is she moving her hand?
That's so
I
terrible.
don't get it.
I don't get what that joke sucks. So basically, this is gonna suck for the audio version of the podcast. It's gonna be a lot of Jen just
Cackling.
cackling. So one thing I did want to ask you, Derek, is you're into welders and things like that, and I don't know why I've already talked to you about this, but
Yeah, and I don't know nothing about them. I
you
just
know,
pull the trigger, hot glue gun, basically.
Okay, he's lying. He's actually good at everything he does.
Derek actually is the man when it comes to exhaust welding, stainless steel, TIG welding, aluminum intakes on 69 Chevelles, because he's the
Yeah.
only one I will let touch my metal
Wow.
on
Nice.
my
Appreciate
69
that.
Chevelle.
That's pretty impressive.
Zach did do most of that aluminum welding, though, if you remember.
He's
I just
not
don't want him
here.
to watch this episode.
He's not here, though.
You know what? Let him leave a comment. You did most of it. Because you know what happened is I took it home and I ground all the welds off and then polished it and then it
Yep.
cracked and then I had you go back and re-weld
You
it
know
again.
what, though? Derek has done how many exhausts? Full exhaust. You did, what, yours on the 55?
55.
It's one.
Twice.
You did
Two.
my 56.
3.
60 caddy got half of the exhaust, whatever was rusted.
Yeah, that one.
3.5.
And then we did the Chevelles mostly,
I
and
mean,
then
when
a
your
year
cars are
later
300 feet long, that's
we
impressive.
did the rest
Yeah,
of it.
half of a Cadillac exhaust is like a full system on most people's vehicles.
That's got to be at least a semi truck's worth of exhaust.
right.
Yeah, we buy it in bulk.
Done quite a few full exhaust systems now.
So I'm looking at getting some sort of a welder, and I can't justify spending for what I want. I want one unit that can do everything. I don't want 2 units. I don't want to have 2 big things. I just want it all in one centralized place. And I want to be able to TIG aluminum, even though I'm terrible at TIGging. I've only TIGged 2 times, and that was when we were doing the intake, and you let me practice on
Only
it.
get better if you practice.
Yeah, if you got the equipment here, then
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go to, hey, Derek, can I use up some more of your consumables? You know? So yeah, I need to get it. It's been well overdue, and then with snail mail, I'm going to be getting, I think, a Mustang 2 front end and all that stuff on it, and
Oh, yeah.
doing
Nice.
doing notches in the back. So
yeah.
the little Cricket I got right now ain't going to cut it because I
Yep.
built that moped rack
Which
that
is
was
pretty awesome.
last Saturday, and I didn't realize that welder duty cycle was measured in 3/4 of an inch, because I'd get my pool started and then I'd get maybe a 1/2 inch to an inch, and
Yep.
then it would click off, and I'd have to let it sit for
Oh, shit,
really
Yeah.
30
Might
seconds
be
or
time for an
whatever.
upgrade.
Yeah, so it was
A little
not
overdue.
it was not like in the setting number 4. So it took fucking like half the day to weld all that stuff up, and they're terrible boogers. And
It
I'm a
looks
grinder,
good,
not a
though.
welder.
I mean,
Yeah, it's only one
I'm
coat of
not
rattle
30
can.
feet away, but it looks great.
Yeah, it looks. Thank you.
This is a big garage. Apparently. It may not look like that on
Look
the
here,
YouTube,
I don't know.
but
Yeah, that's got to
I
be
mean,
what,
she's
like
sitting
4,000.
halfway. She's in the
Exaggerated.
middle, so that's
I
60
kind
foot.
of, I have a mind like a guy. I exaggerate.
She's using dick lengths. I get it. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be
you
what,
said it, not me.
328 dick lengths away.
yeah. No kidding.
But yeah, I got to have something. So the one I wanted was going to be the Miller-Matic, I think 220, which would do the MIG, TIG, stick, and it'll also do aluminum with it. But those things are like $4,200 or something. Plus,
Ooh.
you need the bottles, and you need, if
Yeah.
you're going to do a
Yeah.
cooler and all the stuff with the TIG torch, and I found that Everlast, and it was at $2,500 bucks.
Like the band, or
I think. Oh shit, is that what the welder's called?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Everlast.
Okay. It's Everclear you're thinking of.
no? I'm thinking of.
Oh, there is an
Everlast,
Everlast.
Whitey Ford.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Is that what it's called?
Everclear? I don't know.
No.
Everclear, the drink.
I had Everclear once. Yep, that was it.
Every time Spike drinks Everclear, he ends up naked. Did that
Yeah,
have that
well,
same
Elk
effect?
Creek Water has that in it.
does it?
Down at Sandy's.
I definitely
Had
threw
that
up
once.
after drinking
Yeah,
that.
that was like
yeah.
10 years ago.
That was probably 15 years ago for me, and yeah, that was probably the last time I went
I
downtown.
mean, it was a great time, but whew.
It was a great time up until the part where you're going,
Yeah, pretty much till like the next day.
party time.
For,
Yeah.
for all day.
So yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. And I just happened to come into a slight windfall of money because I don't know if you guys know this or
This
not.
is doing good, huh?
Yeah, I've made upwards of $30 on Amazon.
Holy shit.
wow.
So
High
yeah,
roller.
it's really coming in.
What'd you buy?
I wish I could use my
He
affiliate
bought a
links.
case of Busch Light, which is also
No, I just figured you're, getting on your link and.
No,
purchasing
I've
stuff.
tried. It doesn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
God
it pisses
dang,
me
sounds
off.
good,
Owning
doesn't
that.
work.
Yeah, I actually started out using Brandy's because she already had the Amazon account, and so I just made that the affiliate link, and then ended up we didn't get enough traffic through it because I did that like instantly when we first started.
Sure.
So then I started my own, and I was like, oh, this will work out perfect. I will use my link and buy stuff on Brandy's account. No, that shit doesn't work.
So, anyways, you fell into a bunch of money.
Yeah, I fell into windfall of money because I don't know if you guys know this, but the Duramax got totaled.
Oh,
Yeah,
did not know that. What the
you
hell?
got that resolved.
it got it resolved after almost a month.
Nice.
I did not know it got totaled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
T-boned a 2011 Camry that ran a stop sign
Ah.
the day after we got home from the Gambler.
Oh no.
So at this point right now, got the phone call yesterday. Actually, I had to call them and pester them because fuck Progressive. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it again. Fuck Progressive. You guys suck ass.
I think their commercials are fucking annoying, so there's
yeah,
that.
fucking Flo.
Yeah, fuck Flo.
Fuck Flo. Yeah, Flo, you
Every
need to
month.
hire some better people for this Nebraska area. But
You didn't even catch that.
I did.
I did.
It was a period joke.
Yeah.
We were letting that one lie. So yeah, they totaled it, and so I
That's
retained the
sad.
vehicle. Still, the person I was talking to, her name was English. I don't know if I can use her name or not, but
That was her name
That's
or her
weird.
language?
both.
Okay.
She said, "Well, it looks like the truck can drive, so we might as well just drive it." Okay, the radiator's leaking. AC
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, just
Suspension's all messed up.
Suspension was fine.
I thought it was messed up.
The headlight was shooting up
It was
into the
worse than-
sky.
yeah.
The core sport was back. The tire went flat every day after that, and I was like, okay, well, this will get resolved, within a week. So I had no choice. What else?
Gotta work.
Got to pull the trailer and got to
Yeah.
work. So dealing with all that shit, and then finally got that resolved and called them, and they said, yeah, because they do virtual inspections now.
That is so dumb.
Do you hold the camera? Like,
Yeah,
you show them?
Or
you took a video
I took
of it?
300 pictures, sent them in,
Holy
and
crap.
took
This
video
is
of
what
everything.
drives me crazy because I've been on the other side of this, working in a body shop, and doing an estimate is hard enough with the vehicle there
Yeah.
before teardown, and then getting a supplement is like pulling teeth.
Mm-hmm.
That there is no way that this new fucking way they do it is any good.
No, and it's
That's
bullshit.
crazy.
It's bullshit because Aaron has Progressive, and he got caught in that hailstorm with his truck, and he had a guy come out and actually look at it. And
Oh,
took
really?
1,000 pictures of his truck,
Right.
and it was within $1,000 of totaling his truck.
You got the same insurance company, and they do. it
I don't
totally
have
different.
that insurance company. The person
other
that hit,
ding-dongs.
the ding dong that ran the stop sign, and
Gotcha.
I spun around in the freaking intersection.
Good lord, how fast was she going?
It was a he,
Oh,
and
well, sorry, Camry. I just thought it was a girl. My
I could
bad.
see her. I could see why you would think that, but
Could have been.
I don't know. I was probably doing. It was in a 35. It was on Layton, and I was, by the time I probably hit him at like 25 miles an hour.
Man.
Right.
But when you hit a Camry in the rear wheel and the quarter panel, and it's, I had the dump trailer on, and
Oh my
It's-
Heavy load.
well, it wasn't loaded down. I was just
Oh.
going to the dump, so didn't have any weight on it really besides the
that's probably
trailer. But it was like, I don't know if I should say this out loud, but I came home and I was like, remember when Harrison, you guys got in that accident? Harrison was in the Suburban and you did a 360 or 180 degree spin out in the street, and he goes, "That was fun. Let's do it again."
goodness. Oh, no.
I was like, it was kind of fun hitting a car.
Dude, it'd be like a demo derby.
Yeah, I was just like, I braced and was like on the brakes, like, "You motherfucker!"
Oh,
Boof,
man.
and I just kept driving, and he did a full spin in the street, or 180 degree
Oh,
spin.
damn.
And so yeah, that took almost a month to get resolved. It'll be a month on Monday, and it got resolved yesterday. And within within 30 minutes of them telling me it was approved, that it was totaled. So they said, it's total loss. And I go, really? I figured it was $6,000 worth of damage.
Right.
They said, just my eyeball or whatever.
Adds up.
But they're just looking at pictures.
Looking at pictures, and of course, I know stuff about cars, so I am going over the top, pointing
Right.
out anything
Well,
and
that's good,
everything that's
'cause-
Yes.
bent or not right or moved out of the way. It bent the front, I don't know, the frame mounts for the bumper. They're welded onto
Sure.
the frame, so it folded
Yep.
those over. That big cattle guard on there. Pushed the grill back.
Camry guard.
Yeah, Camry guard. The big Camry guard out there. I'm gonna start calling it that.
Clever.
I mean, let's face it, there was no cattle there.
Yeah, no. The Camry probably weighs as much as a cattle.
Guard.
But the Camry guard took most of the impact. And the only thing I'm really pissed about is the AC doesn't work now, because I
Aw.
must have pushed something back in and
Oh man.
broke a line or did something. But total loss. You keep the or we take the truck 15.5. You keep the truck 10.5.
That's a
Well,
no-brainer.
I'm gonna keep the truck.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sure.
Okay, well, we'll do the, whatever, get your bank account information, blah, blah, blah. Within an hour of talking to them, got the email. Within 10 minutes, the money was in my account. So I will give them props on once they decide something.
It's
It's a
quick,
very
yeah.
fast system, but however, getting them to decide anything was like a pain in the ass. Me spending hours on the phone.
That's pretty awesome.
So now I have money to buy a welder and ordered all of the parts besides fenders. I didn't order those. They're $380, I think, for both fenders, which isn't that big of a
Is
deal.
that like
New.
aftermarket? Or
Yeah,
GM?
aftermarket, I think.
Aftermarket's that much? Good
For
Lord.
both of them, I think.
I know, it just seems high. Shit's high, though.
Less than
Shit's-
$200 a fender.
I thought it was
Shit
pretty
is high
good.
now. I'm
Okay,
just
so when I was
saying,
paying,
and
I
like-
think that seems pretty good.
Yeah,
it
I thought it
probably
seemed pretty
is.
good.
I just thought at first my brain was thinking
Per each?
Yeah, but the one fender I can definitely fix. The other one I'm probably just going to fix anyway and just call it a day. Or I just might buy a passenger side fender. But yeah, it'd be...
How about just putting a bra on it?
A bra with Camry guard.
No Camry guard. The Camry guard is smoked enough to where it's not going
Aw.
back on. I did order a
That bra
factory
would cover all that.
bumper. I got the factory
You could
bumper,
call it
all
a
the
bra if you
balance.
wanted to.
And I did order a bra that covers the bumper in the grill.
You did.
No.
I was gonna be impressed.
No, but now that you bring it up, that's a great idea. So let me get on eBay and see what I can find.
You might as well.
So yeah, I got that, and that's
you
all
and Brandy
coming.
are really good at this.
It's what it boils down to is that
People are shitty drivers.
I'm willing to put in the time and the energy to fix it for free
right.
versus
Or most people, don't
Yes.
even know how.
yeah. And I could have took the gamble of sending it back to auction, and I was up in the air because I can't replace the truck
Sure.
for $15,000.
Not this time.
Especially now.
Yeah, so I can't replace the truck. It's still functioning, but it needs some stuff to be back together. Right now, it doesn't have a bumper, and half the headlights are a grill in it because I cut the cattle guard or the Camry guard off yesterday afternoon. After they finally approved me, I was like, I can finally start working on it because it was like
Get it
sitting.
back in the
It was sitting
shape
at an
for working.
angle, and it looked like it was like.
Oh, you showed up to
looks
one of our job sites.
Yeah, super sad driving down the road. And I was like, this is embarrassing as shit. I'd rather drive around with no front end on it at all than drive around looking at it just smacked up. Smacked up Camry guard. You're pretty proud of yourself, aren't you?
I just
Jizzing.
can't even imagine, like, that guy's face had to just be priceless.
I didn't see his face.
Well, he probably shit his pants at least.
He was a nice
Maybe
guy.
see it twice.
He obviously admitted it just spun him around 180 is all. But I wish it would have spun him around twice.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. He was he did the right thing. He said, yeah, definitely me. I ran that stop sign.
Good. Yeah.
And so it didn't have to.
Never supposed to admit
Well,
that.
and the other fucked up thing too is the cop he pulled me aside. He goes, I need to talk to you. And I was like, what's up? He goes, you want me to write a report on this? I said, yeah, I think so. He goes, well, some people don't want, reports written. I was like, why wouldn't we want a report written? He goes, I don't know. Some people don't want them written. So if you don't want one written, then I'm not going to do it. I go, I think I want a
I
report
feel like
written
that's
for the
serious enough you want that.
for the insurance, because I don't want to get stuck paying for this. He goes,
Right.
okay, well, you do realize he's going to get cited for running those stop signs. Like, unfortunately,
Don't care.
Don't care because I don't want to. And the way Progressive was,
Are we like worried about his feelings here?
no, the
Everybody.
cop didn't want to do the report.
Oh,
I think is what it boiled
he's
down
a
to. Yeah.
millennial.
He couldn't have been far from the cop shop.
Well, no, but I think they have to go to court and do all that shit and
that
all the
poor
bullshit.
guy.
And I don't know what the deal
It could
was,
be.
but it was super weird that he was like, he asked me
Optional.
multiple times
that's
if I
weird.
really wanted to, because he wouldn't have got a ticket otherwise, and there would have been no documentation of what happened, and then it would have been
Yeah.
up to my word
No
versus
way.
his
No
word.
No,
And I was
you
like,
did the right thing.
I was like, no, absolutely. I don't want to get stuck paying for this because it wasn't my fault. And believe me, I didn't want my truck crashed. My AC was blowing nice and cold when I hit him, and now it's not. That's the worst part. It's not having AC. It's been
man,
hotter than
been
hell
brutal,
out. Yeah,
right?
it has been terrible. So, yeah, got $1,000 worth of car parts coming, and to get a new tailgate too. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint that because mine's all
Nice.
rusty.
Nice.
Because apparently a trailer came up and smacked it at one point, and I fixed it, and then it all rusted out.
Nice.
So she's gonna be a brand new thing, but nobody's gonna recognize me because it's gonna have a regular bumper on it with a bra.
Hey, that's okay.
Just gonna, just gonna blend in with the crowd.
with the crowd. So.
I've seen so many white trucks with bras on them today. I have no idea which one Mike was driving.
So yeah, now I have a little bit of money, so the welder's
That's
not
awesome.
as big of a deal. So now I think that it's time to.
You should invest in Bitcoin. Maybe.
Not now.
The rest
I
of it.
heard it's terrible.
No, now is when you invest. You
I
don't,
know.
You don't
I'm so
invest when it's
far down
at
with
you don't. You invest
It's
when
so
it's
far
at
down.
$20,000 or
Gotcha.
23 or whatever it is. I checked it yesterday. You don't invest when it's at $70,000 because you know it's going to have to come down from there because now we're at our all-time high.
I got you.
This is not financial advice, so
No,
please
don't
only
do
invest
that.
what you can afford to lose.
I'll be honest, I don't
True
know
story.
anything about Bitcoin except Derek told me that some of the guys at work are into it, and I don't. I'm just like, what? Bitcoin? Is that like a Bitmoji? Like on Snapchat?
I'm not sure what that means.
The little person that looks like yourself? I feel like it's fake.
It's a little different.
It is fake, but there's billions of dollars in it.
It's insane. Like,
So it's not fake. Fake's the wrong word, but it's I don't know.
non-realistic.
You don't. There's
Very hard to
nothing.
explain.
There's nothing tangible about
And
it.
actually, I don't know anything about it hardly.
It's basically a software type thing in the blockchain. Long story short, say there's 100 computers. In order to make one transaction, you have to have it over 50% of the computers agree on the ledger and the money that's in there in order to transfer it. So it's almost impossible to hack because it's not in a central location. It's individuals' computers throughout the world, the people that are mining it.
Weird.
So it's really good at not being able to be hacked and have your money stolen. Although exchanges get hacked quite frequently, and all the people that are trading it, they get shit gets stolen. But Bitcoin's really easy to track. The politicians like to say, "Oh yeah, Bitcoin's only good for laundering money and drugs and all this stuff and buying ounces of crack and hookers."
And
Well,
Cadillacs.
that's true. It also has
No.
a better.
No, because
no,
every
it's not.
single transaction is logged, and it's in the log, so you can see where every single
Oh,
dollar
gotcha.
went and what wallet it went to and who that wallet's. So it's really actually,
100% opposite of that.
yeah. It's there are Monero was one where they're hidden or encrypted, so where nobody can see where the transaction went and who you are and all that stuff. But I don't even know if Monero's a real one anymore.
Dude, this
but
shit is way over my head. Can we go back to cars?
it's basically so you know how Posi Traction works.
Yeah, but
That's basically cryptocurrency. Nobody really knows. It just works. Why is the Posi Traction good? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are boobs good?
Why is the sky blue?
I don't know.
I don't know. But where is your cruise? Is that still top secret?
Yeah, what's your car show doing?
Or yeah, car show, not cruise. Sorry.
I would like it to be a cruise, but that
Maybe
just takes
someday.
more work than I'm willing to do. We tried to do a cruise last year with it, but it just wasn't in the cards. It's just too much to do.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. I mean, obviously, as you guys know, it
Sure.
takes a ton of work, and I'm just one person and my wife, so fuck that. So yeah, our FTP Speed Shop
.com.
car show will be October 8th, I believe 2 to 5 at the Child Advocacy Center.
Nice short show. Nothing wrong with that.
That's great.
Yeah, we try to do a longer one because I always kind of think that idea of like, hey, I like the festival type car
Sure,
show
yep.
thing where there's a lot of stuff to
Stuff
do,
going
but
on, events.
dude,
every
it's
other
really
hour,
hard to
hour.
fill that much time. Like
Sure.
it gets long. So we're gonna do a short one. If you know me and you're cool with me, you can come back. We're gonna have an after party at the house.
Awesome.
So
Bingo.
I'm gonna put that out there. So if you guys like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment down below. You can come to the house party. Shameless plug. But no, like to thank our sponsors so far we have on board. We have Bryant Heating and Air, Plumbing and Electrical.
That's correct.
They do all those. The great guys. Becker Arms and Ammo, JRL Digital.
Ooh.
Nice.
He's helping us out with all of the design work and stuff for the car show. And there was one more that I forgot. And so now I look like an asshole. Oh, I don't know. Early construction. I don't know.
You
I'm
forgot
just,
yourself.
I'm just
Oh.
making up sponsors now at this point. There's somebody else. There's a few other people in there I'm forgetting about. And I don't have them written down in front of me. So I'm going to just cut this out and we're just going to be done.
Any possible chance that they were sponsors the last time?
Oh,
Cheat
yes.
sheet hanging on the wall up there.
Yeah, you're really good. Thanks for that. Yes, Jeremy at R&J Expressions are doing the trophies again this year. And I
We're amazing.
do not want to spoil it, but this year is going to be even more amazing.
Cool.
From what we've talked about, it's going to be fucking awesome. I'm really excited to see the trophies this year. It's going to involve some sort of lights,
Really
backlit things.
cool. I know Sean was pretty pumped from.
Oh, that
Damn
thing
it.
did it again. I think it's less than 30.
They were amazingly put together last year. The
They
inlay
were.
of the carbon fiber, the two-tone.
Jeremy does awesome work with all that stuff. He's
Sean was super stoked and actually talked about it when I talked to guys at Brian about doing a sponsor. He got the, I believe, best of show and then another hand pick
Oh, that's
from
right. I
one of the
forgot.
sponsors. So
oh yeah, that's
he was
right.
super stoked he came out.
Did you get 2 of them?
He did.
He
Yes.
did.
Wow, save some for the rest of us,
I,
Sean.
No,
Jeez.
I
kidding.
magically got one, but I think it was, I think it was like some kid pick thing, and
Did you get
it was like purple.
People's Choice or
No, that was No Coast
It
pick.
was the No Coast.
You're lucky my Prelude wasn't there if his kid picked it because he says
Well-
I have the best looking motor ever.
That's true, but
Thanks, Isaac.
I think he did not pick it because Ben has a higher standard than my car.
Ben has a higher standard than my Prelude also. However,
But-
his son really liked it. So
But just saying. I think
basically,
he let one of the girls pick it. so-
I do body work and finish cars to a 8-year-old level.
Yeah, give yourself more credit than that. I went
Yeah,
to
that
school
thing looks
for it, and
pretty
you're
damn
better
good.
than I am.
I
But
don't know
I'm
about
also
that.
not trying, so.
Oh, thanks.
kinda
That
gotta-
says a lot.
Well, okay.
I mean, you do better work than me, but I'm not even trying.
Well,
so.
what I'm saying is I'm out of the loop. Like you have to like do it and want to do it and like not have lack of patience. I do not have patience.
You like painting. You don't like the prepping.
I love painting.
Prepping sucks.
Dude, painting is the bomb. Even though I struggle every time, I love it. I don't love sanding. I can never get it perfect.
I drove myself crazy to the point to where I thought I was going to go insane.
And he
Blocking the money out.
makes shit so straight, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then Ben's like, meh, what happened on your roof? Explain that story.
Oh my God.
That's a
The
good
roof.
one.
Well, the money, let's see, was that was 4 years ago, I think, at this point.
I know that's hard for me to believe that it's
Super
been
hard.
that long.
I did spend a full year finishing that car after paint, but so 19 is when I
Oh.
debuted it, I'll say, at the Omaha World of Wheels.
Okay,
2019.
2 months before I met you.
Yep. So 18 is when we must have painted
Because
it.
of the money you met him?
Nope.
Oh.
55.
Man, at 55, you
Yeah.
get more joy out of that than, well,
Dropper.
Panty dropper.
found our new intro.
So I was a dummy again. I had jack stands put up underneath the bumper mounts, basically, so I was block sanding the car, the roof, with the jack stands way too far out from the, like, I don't know, center point of the wheels, I guess. Instead of under the axles or control arms or cross member, I had it on the bumper.
That's a
Supports
full
to
frame
the-
car, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, it is.
But
So
it
I
was
blocked
enough-
that thing out, and I don't know. Put the wheels on it. It's going down to NOCO. It's going to get painted. I got a week off of work. We're going to get this thing painted and done. I was cleaning it off because it actually snowed that day when we had it loaded on the trailer, so I had to clean it. So I was super picky. Got it super dry. You
Well,
know,
that
And
thing
it was just like, whoa, there's a huge dent in my roof. And I don't know if it was, at the time, I didn't know if it was from loading up on the trailer, something tweaked, or what it was. But I think I had those jack stands out too far on the bumper supports.
That's crazy.
That I body worked a dent into the thing. Like, you didn't see it when it was on the jack stands, but as soon as you put it on the pressure of the tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that turned into 4 or 5 months of reworking the roof and the hood. The hood drove me crazy because there's these tiny little dents, and I just was not going to have it. But some of the help from, obviously, Ben and Matt and those guys down at No Coast stripped the roof completely down to bare metal, took the already painted on the bottom side, cut and buffed paint under the hood up to the acid dipper in Council Bluffs.
because
to get everything blown off.
You
of the
had
thing.
it all jammed and ready to go.
Yep, jams were blocked out. Underneath was painted, cut, buffed, the whole 9 yards.
Took it up to Terry.
Yes, and he took all that paint off there. It looked really good.
We really like doing stuff.
Oh, it sucks.
Matt and Ben, they both use their shrinker stretcher stuff and
Work their
plunging
magic.
hammers, and it was insane.
Them guys
I don't even-
definitely have talent.
Dude.
I hate going.
4 months on the hood and the roof to get it straight enough to where I felt good enough to paint it.
I love, respect, appreciate everything those guys do, but I hate going over there because I feel like such a fucking hack. When I
Right?
see what those
You
guys
too, huh?
do. Yeah,
It's
I'm just like,
insane.
how
Yeah,
are
so-
these guys able to make
It's like it's
literally
like art.
make stuff? That Porsche or whatever that's in there, is that still in there?
Yeah.
It is in there, yeah. I was just down there tonight.
And they're redoing the entire thing because the thing looks worse than Swiss cheese.
Yeah, and it's worth it in the end because of the value of these things.
I know, but they're literally hand making.
They can make panels.
every
they,
piece.
They
yeah.
literally are making art pieces.
Yeah,
Like-
I seen that they had. I think it was on one of the open houses or whatever. They had the original schematics or whatever from Porsche for the
Yes.
arches
Yep.
and the crowns and where everything was at in those panels. And so they're literally, I don't know if they're English wheeling them or what the hell they're doing to make them, but
Pre-stretching metal, like flat sheets, pre-stretching the edges so that way when they crown them or roll them or English wheel, whatever, it's just amazing. When my money
Yeah.
was down there for the 4 months, it was kind of neat because I got to see a little bit of process, that goes into these builds that they do.
and
It's
everybody's
just
like,
insane.
everybody's like, man, why does it take so long, man? These guys are slow. And it's like, no, these
There's
guys are
a-
good. These guys, it takes time to do that. I mean, you go and you work something and you fit it, and then it doesn't work.
And you start with
then
an aftermarket panel or a factory original panel that doesn't fit that good because the factory didn't even have it fit that nice.
on that 57 that they're doing down there, that's like raw metal or whatever. He messaged me a few times. He's like, hey, because my dad's got 57 parts. Hey, do you guys have the driver's side taillight
Sure. Yep.
thing for the bumper or this, that, and the other? And it's like, yeah, we've got a couple of them. So we went down there, and I mean, they're not that good. But you hold it up, the original one compared to the aftermarket, and the original one's flat and crisp and turns, and then
Yes,
the
the aftermarket's probably
aftermarket's
just
like
curved.
kind of just rounds off to it. And it's like,
Jump.
there's a huge difference between it, and then they could not get the radiuses to fit right because they are shrinking everything, bringing everything in, and tightening everything up on that car. Yeah, I was just amazed.
When my-
Matt was out there, just
guy's
so
amazing.
fucking amazing.
My money was down there, and I don't remember exactly which car it was that they were doing the metal work on, but it was either 55 Chevy or... Oh, he's got so many projects going on, man.
He said he's 4 years out.
Yeah. But, buy an aftermarket door skin. I just remember, he's like, well, these fit like crap. I'm going to have to, TIG the edges and add rod or do whatever to make it crisp. They just build a door skin in a day.
What?
Yeah. They built their own door skin, wrapped around the skeleton of the original door.
Yeah, the shell itself.
They're like,
just-
yep, well, that's perfect now, so we're done with that. We're just going to move on to the next piece. And it just was mind-blowing. Quarter panels. Need a half quarter. Just gonna whip this up real quick.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even like talking about it anymore because now I feel
Dude, insane.
it's crazy. I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't either. This flat piece of metal, we're just gonna make a door skin.
But then again, I'm booger welding everything together with a 1989 flux core Miller Cricket welder, which, hey, that thing has
Man,
worked
that
its
thing should
ass off.
sponsor one of these.
Yeah.
It
should.
put its
Maybe
dues
I'll
in.
put it
Are
up
you gonna
there.
keep it? You're not gonna like throw this thing away,
It's
are you?
got to
Or
be like
scrap it?
a.
No, I'm going to give it back to Chuck. It's his welder.
Oh, you just borrowed this thing
I
20 years ago.
I said inherited it, but yeah, exactly.
He's still around.
Yeah, oh boy, tough crowd. No. Yeah, so I'll just probably wheel it. I did get a cart for it, so because I got tired of carrying it everywhere, so now I can
Did
wheel
you
it
weld
around.
the cart together?
No, I went to Harbor Freight.
Oh.
Duty cycle. It would have took 2 days to build a cart.
Duty.
He said duty. All right, guys. You guys got any socials? Anything you want to plug? You guys want anybody to follow you anywhere? Where can we find that Monte Carlo?
Monte Carlo?
High five.
Trifive, I guess, on Instagram. So
Trifive. How did you get Trifive?
I think I was one of the first people to sign up for Instagram and
Dude, seriously
ever
though.
just got
Yeah,
it.
you
Actually,
must
we were
have.
sitting at the aisles,
Ooh,
and
yum.
so it was me and Jeremy. We're sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, Facebook sucks. You got to get this Instagram." So he made a profile. He took a picture of me in the aisles and set up an Instagram for me. And he goes, "What do you want it to be?" I was like, "Oh, Trifive," and it came up. So
That's fucking funny because you basically set up my Instagram.
did I?
Yeah, because you're like,
Oh, I did. Yes.
yeah, you're like, hey, FTP or F dash or FTP dash.
Yeah, I was like,
Speed
hey,
Shop or whatever my
here's a link, this
Instagram
is
is.
open.
I have no idea. He goes, hey, that's not taken yet. You should get it. And I
Yeah.
was like,
That's funny. I
don't
forgot
know.
about
These
that.
fucking socials are a lot of work.
right.
He's the reason I started using Instagram, like more.
I still don't use Instagram. I don't use
Because-
anything that much.
He just, I don't know.
I creep people on Facebook and look at Marketplace, and that's about as far as it goes on that.
Yeah, kind of creep on Facebook a little bit. Don't post a
I'm
lot.
not gonna lie, I use both a lot, but
Yeah.
So
you know,
I made that one post when I won that 49 Chevy out of Texas,
you want to
and I shared the audio from that. It's pretty cool.
Yep. Jen, where can people find you?
NEcaddyqueen stands for Nebraska Caddy Queen, because I mean,
Oh, it's Caddy. It's not Cadillac Queen. So I
Yeah.
screwed that up in the beginning.
NEcaddyqueen on Instagram.
And you have upwards of 15 Cadillacs.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else?
I think no.
I think no either.
Okay, I think no either. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment down below if you want us to cover anything or talk about anything on any future podcasts. And I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. And catch you on the next one. Later.
See ya.
Check you later.
Peace.